Hello, welcome, and I do mean welcome to Wrestle Cram. This is your boy, the host with the most, but humble. I do mean humble. The Nostradamus, aka Derek, and I am here on a Friday to, of course, give you that Kamehameha wave of course, WWE Smackdown. This is the go home show, of course, to, SummerSlam. Before we do anything, I want to thank y'all so very much for allowing me to be a part of your night. I will tell you, here in North Louisiana, it is very, very wet and very thundery and, of course, very windy. After a probably 102 weather, we get 77 and pouring down rain. That's how indecisive Louisiana weather is, I tell you the truth. It can be super hot and then chilly, or mid and raining. But I do thank y'all for allowing me to be a part of just a little bit of your time, I'll tell you that. I've been doing this now probably, I think it was since April or whatnot. I'm close to actually 100 videos that I'm doing. SummerSlam will actually be the 100 video that I have uploaded to YouTube. And I mean, they're going to keep coming. They're going to keep coming. And I know the people and the support is going to get bigger. But you guys, as of right now, I love y'all so much for allowing me to keep going, keep working, and keep doing what I'm doing. I thank y'all so much. Truly, without you guys, it would not be this man right here. And I thank y'all so much for that. Before we do anything, watch the show. Watch it. Watch the show. If you like the show, go ahead and give me the thumbs up, okay? If you want to do more than just the thumbs up, go ahead and hit that subscription button. We're on the road to 100 views. Not 100 views. 100. We're over past 100 views. 100 subs. On the road to 100 subs, you guys. I think we're a little under 60. So we're trying to get over that hump of 60 there. If you want to do more than just those two things, go ahead and hit the notification bell. I do 5 core shows each and every week. This week was a treat because you got 2 extra videos. Of course with the prediction show, and of course SummerSlam tomorrow. If you want to watch those, they are on the show. They're on now. You can watch the prediction show or whatnot. Also tomorrow you get 2 shows. I mean, you get the Dirt Sheet Roundup where I talk about 5 topics, and then later on I will do, of course, the review of SummerSlam as well. But before we do anything, I think I showed y'all this, but I'm just gonna re-show y'all this as well. I got Monkey D. Luffy, and I got Sunji. I got both of these people or whatnot. But I have been trying my damnness to try to find, of course, a Zolo. I've been looking up and down for Zolo. Finally, I can honestly tell you without a doubt, I got Zolo. Woo! I got Zolo. Thank you so much. I got all 3 of them. But it's funny because I looked at one of the boxes and there are more One Piece people that I gotta get. I think it was Ace is one of them, and it's somebody else. But I will get them. I will get them all. Just I gotta catch them all. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that. I got some more toys to display as well that I just bought. Some more action figures that I love. You know me, I love it. I am a DC fanatic, so I think I got more DC than I have Marvel in there. But I'll show y'all on future episodes as well. My little brother said slow down. I think I'm at 21 or 22 action figures now, so I might slow down just a little bit with that right now. But let's talk about SmackDown. It was, I will say this, the match of the week was actually on this show. When I tell you that when WWE orchestrates a really great match, it is a really great match, hands down. And I mean, man, just wow. It has some low points as well, and I'll talk about them as well. The women's division is just not the best right now. I'll talk about that also on the Dirt Sheet Roundup. Whew. Especially on Smackdown, it's either you're good or you're bad. There's no in between. It's either you're good, you're bad. That's how it is, and I hate that. I mean, the ending was okay. But let's talk about the beginning of the show. Something that I liked times 12. It did not have a video package. We didn't get anything but a match. Nothing else, which I respected times 12. We got Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. Finally, this Donnybrook match, and I finally found out what Donnybrook is. Apparently, it's like a tavern or bar or whatnot. And I mean, it was a Donnybrook and a shillelagh match, and also that stupid sword, that fake sword that Drew always has. Is barred from ringside, which he has never stabbed or killed anybody with, but of course they want that not to be there. Anyway, truly, match of the night, best match of the week that I've been watching, both AEW and WWE. And this is the first I've ever seen this in a while when I tell you that, wow, this was a great match. I honestly thought this was going to be a copy and paste where, we get, a 1-2 Claymore, but it was and it's rare when I say this. But go and rewatch this match. I cannot do this match justice. Drew McIntyre attempts to go down to the ring. Sheamus attacks him before the bell even rings. Brawl. They finally get into the ring where they finally get the bell to ring. Also, we got a "We Want Tables" chant. And of course, your boy Drew McIntyre truly obliged and took out a table. He set it on the side where the timekeeper is. They didn't touch that until later on in the match. Drew with a nice, crazy throwing Sheamus into like it was a barrel, lots of barrels or whatnot. He threw him into the barrels or whatnot. They went to commercial. After that, Drew was still on top. He threw 6 chairs into the ring, and Sheamus, I think this was the first time we actually seen a chair shot to the head in a very long time. Say about 10 years since they banned that. Sheamus threw a chair at Drew, connecting right in the face. Drew did a crazy DDT onto all of the chairs. Pin. It was a kick out by, of course, Sheamus. Ridge Holland comes out and attacks Drew McIntyre with a shillelagh, breaking the shillelagh. Drew got his just desserts, and that table that I was telling you about, he puts him belly to belly suplex onto Ridge Holland. He is out for the count. No longer will see him. After that, we get a diving. He grabbed Sheamus and threw him into one of the little bar things they had head first, knocking out everything. The beer. I mean, it was a hot mess. Butch came from nowhere from the top rope to attack Drew McIntyre. Just craziness. Butch goes and grabs a 6-foot long shillelagh and gives it to Sheamus. But he does not get the fun of it. Of course, Drew gets the fun of it, beating him with that really huge shillelagh. Butch, of course, gets knocked out by the shillelagh as well. We get a Claymore to Butch, but looking to the other side, Sheamus gives a bro kick to Drew McIntyre. 1-2, but Drew McIntyre actually kicks out. I tell you, this match was intense and crazy. We get a powerbomb by Drew onto the table. He gets a little sad or whatnot because he was like, this could have not been us. We get one more Claymore, and Drew McIntyre wins the match. That really young lady comes in for a interview, and he says the truth. He says the God honest truth. That's one of my topics on my 2 cents. I think that's episode 9, where I talk about part-timers should not wear gold. And he says that it is time to get these part-timers off of the card as main people. He's telling the truth. He's telling the God honest truth. I'm not going to go into it because I have an episode. Go look at the episode. But anyway, out comes Theory. Theory comes out. Oh, there's some thunder. Theory comes out to attack Drew with the briefcase. And he leaves out. He starts off. After that, we get a video package between Happy Corbin and Pat McAfee. What happened last week with the Bigfoot and him running out. Them attacking each other, little scrumble. After that, we see that Happy Corbin gets a front row seat right in front of the commentary desk where he is just being a complete dick to everybody. I mean, they're announcing the SummerSlam card. You can hear him in the background. Pat McAfee can't focus. So it's a hot mess. After that, they show the what happened between Seth Rollins and Riddle. They are saying it's a work. It's not a shoot, it's a work. So they're not wrestling, but Riddle is okay. Apparently, he's okay. But in kayfabe, he will not be at SummerSlam. After that, we get Happy Corbin, or Happy Corbin is still in behind him, but he comes out. They have a little shoving match, and of course, Happy Corbin gets the last laugh, kicking him where the sun doesn't shine into Dick Kick City. Shout out to my boy over there in Wrestling with the Regret. Love Brian Zane. He is an awesome man. Love him to death or whatnot. After that, we get a Theory promo where Theory is saying the exact same thing, where he is just copy and paste. I'm going to beat Bobby Lashley, and whoever wins, I'm going to beat them. I'm going to be the youngest person to do this, that. Yeah. Get better on the mic, sir. After that, we get a Chauncey and Aaliyah match. Apparently, America is actually injured. So, I don't know how. We wish her healing energy. Hopefully she can come back with some more garbage promos, but she is gone for a little bit. So we get Chauncey versus Aaliyah. Aaliyah still loses. Chauncey wins with a Never Wake Up. That was pretty much the end of that. But she was about to get on the mic, but they do get a video package between Liv Morgan and Ronda Rousey, where they do the little on Mortal Kombat, where they see him like that right there. So they got that, and Natalya comes and says again, copy and paste, you wouldn't be champion without me or whatnot. So we got that again. Ronda is truly pissed. So she goes to the ring, and Chauncey is, I guess, trying to do a promo, and Ronda tells her to get out the ring, and Chauncey tells her to make her, and Ronda beats the living shit out of course, Chauncey, and she gets on the mic and says, your mother and your father, is it that? Well, hold on, let me see. I wrote it down. He said, your mother failed you. I was like, if that's not AEW, that is AEW. I tell you, your mother has failed you. And she is the freaking face. I thought that was hilarious. So she gets on the mic and say, Liv, let's get out here. Let's show them why we are on the match for SummerSlam. Now, I'm thinking in my head that she's about to come out, she's about to fight. But Liv comes out all nice and prancy, so I knew something, they wasn't going to fight. And we get on the commentator's desk that they're going to have a tag match that's Liv versus Sonya Deville. Now, after Sonya lost, they had an exclusive where she got on the mic and she was upset. She said she's not getting out the ring, and Ronda came out and made her get out the ring, got her into a nice arm bar, and that was it. So Sonya has beef with, of course, Sonya Deville. Hopefully Sonya gets some type of shine where she can get that belt. She deserves that belt. She's a great wrestler or whatnot. So I want to see that happen. Liv is so bad in the ring. When I tell you she's the most cutest, adorable woman mostly all of WWE, she does not deserve that belt at all. Her mic skills are bad. She's very cute, but she sucks in the ring. Her special is trash. The avalanche, or the riptide or whatever it's called, it's not good. I mean, all I see is just a whole bunch of, women fighting, not Ronda. Ronda is a dog in the ring compared to Liv Morgan. Like, I respect Liv for all she has done at Money in the Bank, her even cashing it in, being an opportunist. There's nothing wrong with that at all. My beef is that how did we come to the point where we have Liv Morgan being a champion and you have so many hard-hitting women other than Liv in that division that has not gotten their belt off her. Kayfabe wise, I understand she never defended the belt, not one time since she has been champion, but it's when I tell you it is hard for me to watch her wrestle, it's truly hard. Her drop kicks are bad, like her Hulk up is bad. It's like, it's just so apparently the story that they were trying to say was they were trying to coexist, being both challenger and champion. They were giving each other pats to get in the ring. Liv refused to tag in Ronda due to the fact that she thought she could do it by herself. Spoiler, she couldn't. But Ronda did get the win, doing the ankle lock onto Sonya Deville, and Liv did that her special onto Natalya. Sonya tapped out, and that was pretty much it. Like I said, it wasn't the best match, and just like I said, it's just with Liv, it's just, you're too cute, and I respect it, but man, it's not the best, and I hate to sound like that, but it's not the best, not the best at all. After that, we get the Street Profits and the Usos. They come out, they give a crazy, I tell you, well, first and foremost, Jeff Jarrett starts it off, and I didn't know that it was a lot of people that didn't like Jeff Jarrett. I'm a huge fan of Jeff Jarrett, especially when it was TNA, and he was pretty much, burying everybody. He was a dog in the ring when it was TNA. But when he started talking, we started getting what chants? Not good. But soon as he stopped talking, and they were like, the Usos was giving this, if this is a disqualification, if I do this or that or this or that. And then the Street Profits saying, is it a disqualification if I do this, that, this, that. And Jeff Jarrett says, well, we got some unfinished business. So he steps back, and everybody starts attacking one another. Jay accidentally super kicks Jeff Jarrett, knocking him completely out. He gets up, he pushes the Usos. Dawkins throws both of them out, and Montez Ford does a beautiful suicide dive onto the Usos. Of course, the Street Profits did stand tall. That's what's gonna happen. What can I say? So after that, we get, of course, the New Day versus the Viking Raiders. Oh, I'm sorry. The more vicious Viking Raiders. Is that part of the whole fucking? You know what? I'm done. So it was. You know what? Believe it or not, this was not a squash match, but it was not a good match. It was. I mean, the New Day truly needs Big E to be back. It's just I see it. I see the cracks. It's just not good. So, the Viking Raiders did win, of course. They bring in a chair and those stupid plastic shields, and Xavier comes in and tries to attack both of them. They hit him with that stupid shield. They put his ankle into the chair, and they use the shields to hit the chair to kayfabe an injury for Xavier. That was pretty much it. I'm still truly not convinced about the Viking Raiders. Just not. I'm not a big fan of them. Wasn't a big fan of them when they had the Viking experience. Just not a fan of them. I mean, it is what it is. I'm tired of gimmick wrestling, and that is truly gimmick wrestling. Traditional 90s before Attitude Era story, and it's just bad. It's truly bad. I mean, whew. So after that we get the SummerSlam beachwear collection from not Max Dupree, but his sister, who has really huge teeth. Very cute, but very huge teeth. We got the SummerSlam beachwear collection. Thought it was great. I thought it was not great. I thought it was okay. I'm not a big fan of the video packages. I like when they actually do it live or whatnot. But you know, it is what it is. I mean, Max Dupree was there as well. I thought that he was finally done, but he's not. Thank goodness. So they are accepting more applications or whatnot. This faction, I can't wait to see what they do in the ring and how great it is going to be. Hopefully we can shoot this through the moon, because I truly want to be titillated. I do. I mean, come on, really. We're going to titillate your guilty... we're going to titillate the juices of your guilty pleasure. Can't wait. Love it to death. After that, we, of course, get the Paul Heyman. He addresses the entire Atlanta audience about how Roman is, I think he's close to 700, or he's past 700 as champion. I think he did pass CM Punk. I think he passed CM Punk a long time ago. I think CM Punk had it for 400 days. 400 some odd days. But, you know, he talks about that Roman will come out of it as champion. Out comes Brock Lesnar. Brock didn't want to talk. Brock wanted to F5 the fuck out of Paul Heyman, but that did not happen. Theory came behind him with that stupid briefcase. Hit him about 2 or 3 times. That wasn't enough. Brock grabs the suitcase, hits him about 2 or 3 times. Suplex. You know, took him literally to Suplex City. But we also got one more person to come out, which was Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre showed his face, and Brock is just laughing. Then we fade to black. Now, here's the thing. They should have added 2 more matches to SummerSlam. They should have added 2. You just got rid of 1. You should have added 2. They should have added the New Day and the Viking Raiders and had the exact same ending that you had on on SmackDown on SummerSlam. It would have made perfect sense. Also, you should have had the next to the last match not be Theory versus Bobby Lashley, but have the Drew McIntyre match, the Drew and Sheamus match. That match was so good. That should have been one of the best matches in SummerSlam. You should have did that. Comment if you think I'm wrong. Those two matches should have been, and no disrespect to Judgment Day and Rey Mysterio. We do know that we're getting a repackage of Edge. Keep it there. I feel you. Keep it there. But if you added those two matches, you would have had two really high profile matches. Of course, you would have had a number one contendership match. Every pay-per-view should have a number one contendership match. I don't understand that. Even I could care less if you are WWE, AEW, Impact, Ring of Honor. Every single pay-per-view should have a match where it is two people that are next in line for the title. Just my opinion. I would make it even better. I mean, I'd say I would be a great booker, but you should have a month. If you're having a pay-per-view and you have a monthly pay-per-view, you should have a monthly tournament on who should be the number one contender. And at the end of and at that pay-per-view, you have a number one contender match every single go round. Does it make sense to me? Makes perfect sense or whatnot. You'll get fresh new contenders every single time. You can shoot people through the moon every single time or whatnot. Tournaments, dude, I promise you. And I'm not trying to make a my 2 cent skit out of this, but AEW has truly shown a lot of what they can do with WWE. Now, since Paul Levesque, aka Triple H, is in charge of creative, now we can see the chops and see what can happen. And I can't wait to see what truly happens with what now since he's in control. But I digress. Leave in the comments what you think. You think I was wrong? We have another show to do, you guys. We got AEW Rampage to knock out as well tonight. So I love y'all to death. Make sure we are social distancing. Make sure we are wearing masks if we have to, and make sure if you can, and you're healthy enough to do it, please go and get a COVID shot. I love y'all so much. Until next time, love, peace, and of course, wrestling.